Our research and conversations with industry and training providers tells us that competency has multiple dimensions. Competency is a journey. It begins with the ability to perform a specific function and evolves through several stages, from planning and integrating multiple tasks to responding effectively to irregularities or unexpected events, to undertaking tasks within the complexities of the work environment, to the ability to transfer skills and knowledge to new situations or contexts. Many of these dimensions of competency can only be acquired in the workplace. Skills Insight's Qualification Reform concept recognises the unique roles RTOs and industry and the workplace play in supporting a learner in their journey to competency. In the current training package framework, qualifications are comprised of industry specifications, standards of workplace performance for individual tasks, usually within a specific industry context, in the form of units of competency. Units describe the end point of competency, but they are not training and they don't explain how somebody should be trained. Our concept recognises that some stages of competency can be trained and assessed by an RTO. Importantly, it also recognises that further development of competency is developed in the workplace. This workplace-based competency can be formally recognised depending on industry-specific requirements, such as licensing and competency verification systems, which are critical in sectors like tree felling, bull classing, and crane operations. Employers, employee or industry associations and even or RTOs in association with individual workplaces may already have or could choose to develop or implement verification processes to recognise and validate these competencies. Our concept proposes using industry specifications, units of competency or UOCs, more holistically to create training and assessment products suitable for RTOs and trainers to develop learning and assessment methods, materials and resources that are specific to both learner needs and contextual requirements. Learners would be required to demonstrate specified learning outcomes encompassing both knowledge and skills to achieve a module, skill set or qualification. Importantly, competency development would continue in the workplace, where ongoing practical application solidifies these skills. To explore the concept, let's look at an example. These 5 units of competency describe the industry specifications for a specific task. In this example, operating various types of vehicles. Within each unit of competency, some of the standards are unique to a specific application or context. However, other standards are common or similar across multiple specifications or units of competency. Our concept proposes that training products, referred to as Learning and Assessment Modules or LA mods, are developed by JSCs in consultation with training providers. LA mods comprise the common learning outcomes relevant to one or more industry specifications. LA mods are proposed to be a single document, including learning outcomes, key knowledge and skills associated with the learning outcomes, assessment requirements, as well as any relevant training and/or assessment conditions. Application modules, or app mods, can be associated with LA mods to apply specificity or context. LA mods may have multiple, some, or no app mods, and some LA mods may require the association of one or more app mods for application, whilst other app mods may be optional. So let's look at this in some more detail. This LA mod, Operate a Vehicle, includes learning common to operating various vehicles, such as identifying hazards and minimising risks, undertaking pre-operational checks, vehicle operation, and so on. App mods for operating a vehicle could then include the requirements for operating specific vehicles, such as tractors or quad bikes or two-wheel motorcycles. An RTO could select one or more relevant app mods depending on their cohort, the context of their program, or availability of equipment and expertise. In this example, the RTO selects the app mod for motorcycle operations, which would include specific learning outcomes associated with regulations, riding techniques and more specific to motorcycle operations. In this simple example, when the learner achieves the learning outcomes of the relevant LA mods A, B, C and D, and the relevant associated app mods, they achieve their qualification. When they enter the workplace, if they are applying these skills and knowledge in their job roles, they will continue developing their competency. Now, let's explore how this approach works in practice by following the journey of one learner. You'll see firsthand how our concept transforms their learning path and opens up new opportunities. It also addresses some of the challenges around duplication of learning and training that can take place in the current system. At the core of our qualification reform concept is a commitment to prioritising the needs and aspirations of learners. Through our proposed reimagining of qualifications and other training products, we're designing skills and knowledge pathways that align with the evolving demands of industries and the goals of individuals. Meet Maggie. Maggie has just completed a qualification with her local registered training organisation. To package the qualification, the RTO identified the required Learning and Assessment modules, or LA mods, and selected application modules, or app mods, based on their available resources and opportunities for work in the local area. In Maggie's case, the RTO had access to motorcycles, so for the LA mod operator vehicle, the app mod motorcycles was used. With her qualification now complete, Maggie is well prepared to further develop her skills and competency in a real workplace. Maggie gets a job. In this scenario, she regularly operates a motorcycle, gaining valuable hands-on experience. In this role, she's consistently applying her skills and knowledge in the workplace, further enhancing her competency. Maggie will be able to include this work on her resume, and she may also be able to have her workplace competency verified or recognised by any relevant licensing and verification of competency systems in that particular industry. In an alternative scenario, Maggie still secures a job. However, this workplace doesn't have motorcycles, so she doesn't get the chance to further develop her motorcycle operation competency. But that's okay. Maggie is still developing competency in other skills from her qualification, performing tasks that are more relevant to the needs of her new role. This helps her continue to grow and adapt her skill set within the workplace. Let's continue from scenario 1. Maggie takes advantage of a great opportunity and accepts a job offer in another state. In this new role, she's now responsible for operating tractors, a vehicle she hasn't learned to operate yet. Fortunately, Maggie's employer would like to upskill her. Maggie reaches out to her new local RTO to undertake training for operating a tractor. Because she has already completed the operator vehicle LA mod as part of her initial qualification, our proposed concept allows her to build on this foundation without repeating what she already knows. This means Maggie only needs to complete the tractor app mod to gain the specific skills for her new role, streamlining her learning process without having to duplicate any prior learning. Over the course of her 2 jobs, Maggie has been able to develop competency in the workplace for both motorcycles in scenario 1 and tractors in job 2. Using our proposed concept, she was able to do so without repeating previously acquired learning and with the support of 2 different training providers. Our concept is based on research and collaboration with industry, training providers and other stakeholders in the VET system over the past 8 years through our work at Skills Impact and now at Skills Insight, and we continue to welcome any insights or comments that you may have.